Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really fascinating lecture from the Korean philosophical teacher Chiang Gong. He was asked a question that's, timeless. To build a better world, do we change the system first, or do we change the people? His answer gives us this incredible framework for thinking about it all.
Okay, so let's just dive right into this classic chicken and egg problem, right? What's the best way to a better world? Do we try to engineer the perfect system, with all the right laws and institutions, and just hope it makes people better? Or do we focus on making people better first and just trust that they'll naturally create a better society? It's a debate that's been going on forever.
So, the lecture we're digging into today kicks off with a student asking exactly this. And this isn't just some, abstract thought experiment. It's a genuine search for the right way forward, and it sets us up for a pretty amazing answer.
And here it is. This is the exact question that was asked, super clear, direct, and just gets right to the heart of it. The teacher's entire response to this one question is what we're going to unpack for the rest of this explainer.
So, what was the answer? Well, it was immediate and incredibly clear. He argues that real, lasting change doesn't start with these big, abstract systems or some grand plan for society. Nope, it starts with the individual. And even more than that, it starts with the person standing right in front of you.
And this is really the core of his whole philosophy. Before we can even dream about changing society on a massive scale, we have to get our own little world right. Our day-to-day interactions. The logic is actually pretty simple. If you can't even treat the person in front of you the right way, how on earth can you hope to reform an entire society?
To get a bit deeper into this, the teacher brings up two really important Korean words, ingan and saram. He explains that ingan is our natural state. It's just growing up, developing our bodies and our minds. We're all born ingan. But to become saram, to become a truly mature, complete person, that takes something extra. It takes a specific kind of education on how to live with and for other people. So you see, this idea of a true education isn't just about being nice for the sake of it. It's actually framed as the most essential skill you need to have in the modern world. The ability to genuinely connect with people, whether it's your neighbor next door or someone halfway across the globe, is the foundation for absolutely everything else.
And to make this really hit home, the speaker doesn't just stick to theory. He shares this incredibly powerful and personal story from his own life, a story about a transformation that just hammers home how important it is to learn from people.
So get this. He spent 17 years in total seclusion. He was training his mind and spirit up in the mountains, completely cut off from the rest of the world. And his own words right here, man, they just say it all. After all that time spent on deep inner work, he came back to a world he didn't recognize at all. The fashion, the customs, the technology, everything had changed. His spiritual training, as deep as it was, left him totally unprepared for the simple, practical business of just dealing with modern society. He literally had to learn how to be a person all over again.
And that humbling experience taught him something absolutely vital. Your ability to understand the world isn't about some abstract knowledge you get by yourself. It's directly tied to your own inner growth and your real, on-the-ground skill in dealing with other people. It's a kind of wisdom you can only get through interaction.
Okay, so if this inner substance is so important, how do we actually build it? Well, he doesn't just leave us hanging with the theory. He gives us a practical method, a kind of mental workout designed to grow that exact quality.
The practice is called Hongik-sengdo. And the point isn't to find quick answers. It's about consistently holding these 4 questions in your mind to stretch your perspective, to shift your focus from just yourself to the wider community.
And here they are. The practice starts small, in your immediate circle. What should I do for my neighbors? Then it systematically pushes you to think bigger. What about society, the nation, and finally, all of humanity? It's like a structured meditation to move your consciousness beyond yourself.
Now, he makes a pretty bold claim about this. He says if you hold these 4 questions in your mind day in and day out for 3 years, it will fundamentally change the way you see the world. It'll open up this whole new level of wisdom and clarity about your relationship to everyone and everything around you.
Okay, and this is where the whole philosophy takes a really fascinating turn. This very personal, individual practice gets scaled way up to a national and even a global level. It all ties into this grand vision for the Korean people and their specific role in the future of the world.
So this entire vision is built on a core Korean concept called Hongik-engan. And what it means is basically humans who live to benefit all of humanity. This isn't just some nice idea, it's presented as the core ideology that's guided the Korean people for thousands of years.
Now, according to the lecture, this is not a new idea. It's actually the result of a 9,000-year story. The idea is that Korea has sort of been this protected well, incubating this ideology. And now, today, after absorbing knowledge from all over the planet, a new generation is finally ready to step up and fulfill this role.
The speaker argues that this generation of Hongik Ingan is here, right now. Their purpose is to develop themselves so much that they literally become a shining light, a beacon that attracts the world's best and brightest, not by force, but through pure wisdom and virtue.
And that brings us right back around to the beginning. The answer to that first big question is crystal clear. Forget trying to engineer society from the top down. According to this philosophy, real, meaningful change is always a bottom-up job. It starts with you, with your own personal growth, your inner work, and how you treat the people right in front of you.
Which really leaves us with one last provocative question. If we accept this idea, that society isn't built from abstract systems, but from individuals, from you and me, then the quality of our world depends entirely on the quality of its foundation. So the final question isn't about society at all. It's about you. What are you building?